Welcome to Dulwich Picture Gallery. We're one of the oldest public art galleries in the world, and certainly the oldest in England. We've been welcoming people here since 1817. They come here to discover great art. 2015 has been a fantastic year for us. Revillius was a wonderful success. And the same is true of the amazing world of MC Escher. You've got until January the 17th to see this extraordinary exhibition. Who knew that no one had done a show on this artist before in this country? And 2016 is a year of discoveries, in fact. We start off with some real discoveries within our permanent collection itself.
This is going to be a great year for Dulwich because we are going to be publishing the school's catalogue of our Dutch and Flemish paintings. And to celebrate this, we're going to be organising a series of 4 displays. The first one is Van Dyck's magnificent self-portrait that was recently acquired and saved for the nation by the National Portrait Gallery. The idea here is that he's visiting Dulwich and coming to inspect his own pictures in this collection. To accompany the self-portrait, we are working with contemporary British artist Mark Wallinger. The second display, Rubens's Ghost, is based around our celebrated Rubens' Mars and Venus. The X-ray we took of that picture has shown many changes, and it's fascinating because you'll be able to see the picture and X-ray next to each other. And then very excitingly, we're going to be bringing back a wonderful painting by Dow of a girl playing a clavichord. We know that that picture was exhibited in 1665 with our picture. And our last display is another special guest from Buckland Abbey, the self-portrait by Rembrandt, which has in the past been questioned but recently been reattributed to the man himself. So it's going to be a very exciting year focusing on our permanent collection.
The first of our revelatory exhibitions this year is called Painting Norway, Nikolai Astrup, and it opens on the 5th of February. He's a contemporary of the more famous Edvard Munch, and as a painter, he is bright and intense. He's fascinated with Norwegian folk tale and mythology. The way, if you look at a tree, it can turn into a troll if you've got eyesight of that kind. One of his most powerful childhood memories was of being excluded from the bonfire celebrations of Midsummer Eve. And the exhibition ends with an explosion of bonfire paintings and prints. And to celebrate that, there'll be a week of fire sculptures in the garden. This is by a wonderful group called Walk the Plank. Don't miss it. Astrup died, sadly, at the age of 48. But this is something he has in common with the second great exhibition of the year, which is devoted to another British artist, Winifred Knights, who won the Prix de Rome in 1920 with a great painting called The Deluge. It's one of the most popular paintings at Tate Britain. It took her ages, years sometimes, to complete a painting. There are only 5 great completed masterpieces. We've got all of them here. Each one supported by a phalanx of remarkable drawings and studies. She really is one of the great finds of the 20th century. Had she not died young, I think we would know a lot more about her.
In October, the third and final exhibition is dedicated to the great Dutch painter Adriaan van der Velde, who very sadly died at the age of 35. He painted some of the most beautiful landscapes of the Dutch 17th century. But one thing that is very special about him is his interest in figures, and he made a whole series of red chalk drawings and he inserts them into his landscapes. They are a real tour de force, and we're working with the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam on this exhibition, which means that we're going to get some fantastic loans. It is the first ever retrospective on this great master of the Dutch Golden Age.
2016 exemplifies everything we like to do at Dulwich Picture Gallery, which is to reintroduce artists who may have been forgotten or overlooked. All 3 artists sadly died young, but they all had an absolute mastery of the process. And if that side of things appeals to you, don't forget we have practical courses here where you can learn. We have talks, we have guided tours, we have lectures. I look forward to welcoming you to Dulwich Picture Gallery in 2016.